Well, this guy scored a D minus. I think with this guy, the best advice I can give you is walk away. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's much better at talking about success than actually building it. His words might impress you, but his actions won't match up. He's quick to start, but even quicker to drop things when they get hard or boring. You will see flashes of talent, but rarely steady progress.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to break down than bounce back. Challenges make him frustrated quickly, and he might lash out yelling, blaming others, or storming out instead of calmly finding solutions. He does not handle setbacks with patience and rarely learns from mistakes.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He often finds himself in conflicts at work, and people struggle to truly like or respect him. His manners are good on the surface, but underneath, he can be harsh and quick to lose his temper. Over time, trust fades and friendships become rare.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he is much more likely to feel insecure than proud. Instead of cheering for your success, he may grow distant or react with jealousy. There's a chance he will pull back emotionally or even start arguments to push you down.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he will likely feel resentful and insecure inside. Instead of happily sharing your good fortune, he may keep his true feelings hidden but let them out through sharp words or sudden silence. This could lead to arguments or sulking whenever money or success is mentioned.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not careful with money and tends to spend without much thought. When something catches his eye or he feels upset, he might buy things impulsively with little planning or saving. If you ask questions, he might get irritated or brush you off.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is more likely to pretend he's richer than he really is. Flashy spending, showing off, or talking about things he wants to buy, even if he can't afford them, are common for him. When you point out the real limits, he may get upset or say you're worrying too much.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not very open handed or kind either with money or his attitude. Kindness does not come easily to him, so thoughtful gestures or helping others are rare. People around him may sense his coldness and feel hesitant to ask for anything.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be secretive and controlling about money. Sharing details or discussing finances openly isn't his way. He may hide spending or leave you guessing about the real situation. If you ask questions, you might get vague answers or even sharp replies, making it hard to trust what he says.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He will likely expect housework to be your job rather than something you share together. If you ask for help or talk about dividing chores, he might ignore you or give excuses, sometimes even getting frustrated. Over time, you could end up feeling alone and overburdened by the daily work at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to help by supervising than actually rolling up his sleeves and doing chores or changing diapers. If you ask, he might stand nearby, give advice, or point out what needs fixing. But real hands on help will be rare. This habit can quickly become tiring and make you feel unsupported.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to argue just to prove he's right rather than trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he may jump in quickly to defend himself or put you down without really listening. This can turn small disagreements into loud fights, leaving you frustrated and alone.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive, not stay respectful. You may hear harsh words, shouting, or even threats if he loses his temper. Instead of calming down and talking it through, he can make you feel small or scared with his outbursts.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. His temper flares up with little warning, and he can go from calm to furious in seconds. This is a serious red flag that you should not ignore.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He usually does not say sorry or take responsibility for his mistakes. Instead, he often blames you or others when things go wrong. Gentle words and honesty are rare with him, which can make you feel like you're always at fault, even when you're not.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is likely to have trouble respecting your boundaries and may not fully understand that no means no. If you say no or set limits, he might push, argue, or try to change your mind rather than accept your decision. Sometimes he could guilt trip you or keep asking until you give in.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say you're tired or not feeling up to it, he may get upset, sulk, or say harsh things, as if your feelings are a rejection of him. Instead of understanding or checking how you truly feel, he might argue or make you feel guilty.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot always trust him to handle private moments with care. If he gets angry or upset in the future, he may use things you shared in confidence to embarrass or hurt you. You deserve someone who guards your secrets, not someone who uses them against you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not be truly faithful. His attention tends to wander, and you might notice him flirting, chatting, or showing interest outside your relationship. If you try to talk about loyalty, he could avoid the topic or make excuses for his behavior.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to act over possessive, showing signs of jealousy, control, and constant suspicion. He may question where you go, who you talk to, or try to limit your freedom by making rules about your friends or social media. A healthy relationship should have trust. His style is more about control than love.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, for him, being protective is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you, but often it means keeping tabs on your actions, deciding who you see, where you go, and what you do. Instead of feeling safe, you may feel watched or restricted, with your choices taken away bit by bit.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the parenting work rather than seeing it as a team effort. If you ask for help or try to share responsibilities, he may give excuses or simply step back, leaving you with the tough jobs and daily care. Important decisions and big moments might only grab his attention if they affect him directly.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional outbursts from the children can quickly turn into shouting or harsh punishment from him. A patient and understanding response is hard to expect from him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to manage the house and care for the kids, he doesn't often encourage you to grow, pursue your interests, or take time for yourself. Instead of backing your dreams and needs, he puts his own priorities first.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may seem supportive of your career now, but later ask you to quit once you have a child. In the beginning, he might encourage your work or praise your achievements, but after the baby arrives, his attitude could change quickly. This can make you feel tricked or pressured, losing your independence and dreams.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely act polite on the surface with your parents, but real warmth and genuine care will be missing. You may notice smiles and good manners when others are watching, but deep conversations, true respect, and efforts to build a strong relationship with your family won't happen. If you value closeness with your parents, his attitude might hurt you over time. He is more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things out gently or finding common ground, he may react with anger, sharp words, or even blame you for the trouble. This can lead to bigger problems between you and your family, leaving you stuck in the middle.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. When you're alone, he might talk about freedom and respect your opinions. But in family settings, he will want you to follow customs, dress a certain way, and act according to his parents' wishes. This double standard can leave you confused and worn out, always trying to please everyone except yourself.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. When disagreements happen, he may avoid speaking up for you, let you handle the situation alone, or agree with his parents just to keep things peaceful for himself. This can make you feel abandoned and unimportant, especially when you need him most.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He has strong signs of being a mummy's boy and is unlikely to choose your side in a conflict with his mother. When disagreements arise, he will probably defend her or avoid taking a stand, leaving you feeling unsupported and alone. Even if you're right, he may make excuses for her behavior or expect you to adjust.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal moments, worries, and disagreements could quickly become family gossip. This habit breaks trust and privacy, making you feel exposed and embarrassed.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, all in all, not looking that great. This guy scores a D minus. As I mentioned at the start, I think with such guys, the best way is to walk away. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel heavy and lonely. You may find yourself taking on more work at home and with children, while he makes sharp comments or shows little warmth.